My manipulative boyfriend went to a club, and I just have to be okay with it because he doesn't like a controlling girlfriend. Let's see who's begging next. My boyfriend says my boundary of not wanting to be with someone who goes to strip clubs is controlling. I've explained to him several times that my ex of 3 years had multiple relations with several strippers, and as such, it is a hard limit. He said he is a grown man, and he can do whatever he wants and doesn't have to follow the rules of someone else. I said I agree. You're absolutely allowed to do whatever you want, but I won't be in a relationship with someone who cannot put my feelings over seeing another woman naked/getting a lap dance. I told him this before things even got serious with us, and he said he didn't want to go to one anyways. So it was fine and he understood. Now all of a sudden, I'm trying to control him. I don't think I am. I never said you're not allowed to go to a club. I said it was a boundary of mine, and if it is something he feels he needs to do, then we can just go our separate ways. It wasn't even a threat because we weren't even serious. He brought it up a few days ago that he wants to go for his friend's birthday. I reminded him of my boundary that he agreed to because we became exclusive, and he told me that his boundary was not to be with who controls him. I said I'm not trying to control you, but if that's a boundary for you, that's fine, and we can end things now. My boundary will not change. He replied that he doesn't want to end things, and I just reiterated that he can't go to a club and also have me. It's just a hard boundary I don't foresee myself ever going back on. I feel like he is trying to push me to throw my boundary out the window, but I know for a fact I won't feel good about it. We've only been together for 6 months. So at this point, I really think it would just be less of a headache of cut things off. I care about him, but I'm not interested in being a cool girlfriend who pretends I'm totally fine with something I find extremely disrespectful. He thinks I'm being irrational. I think it's kind of messed up. He is trying to push against something. Again, I warned him about before agreeing to be his girlfriend. Thoughts? Update. He came over. We spoke and he said he was definitely 100% going. A private room was booked. He was getting lap dances, and I just have to be okay with it. I told him I was not okay with it. And if he really wanted to go, I wouldn't stop him, but I also wouldn't continue the relationship with him. He knew I considered it cheating and was basically asking my permission to cheat on me. I broke up with him in the end. He called me crazy, something he knows is a trigger, and left. About an hour after the breakup, he was calling and texting me. His text flip-flopped between "you're being crazy" to "I love you. Please talk to me, baby." And then eventually, "I was a crazy bitch." Around 4:30 a.m., he used my hidden key to enter my apartment, and I woke up to him crawling into my bed and crying that he didn't think I'd actually dump him. Crazy. He knew from the beginning, agreed to the boundary, and expected me to just drop it since we had an emotional attachment. Not happening. Then a few hours later, he texted me about how it was all made up because he wanted to see my reaction. There is no club party. He just wanted to see how I'd react if it ever came up in the future. He wasn't expecting me to actually break up with him. This wasn't any better than there actually being a strip party in my opinion. This might actually be worse. He wanted to see how far he could push my boundary to see if I'd let him cross it. Although I'm not sure I believe him anyways, he said it's a regular bar party, and I'm invited. But why hours and after a breakup to admit it? Maybe it's crazy to assume he spoke to his friend and asked him to cover for him with a regular party and then go to the strip party in secret. But it's also freaking crazy to make up something just to see if you can get your girlfriend to sacrifice her feelings for your fun. Either way, I won't be getting back with him ever. This was an eye-opening experience. My locks are getting changed by maintenance today, and his number is being blocked. I'm too old to be playing these middle school games. Update. There was a club party. He was lying and planning on going anyway, and it was last night. I made friends with one of their other guy friends' girlfriends. Her boyfriend declined going, but she told me there absolutely was a club party, and my ex did plan to attend, whatever.